Right then, welcome back to Heads Gone. Final one of the 23-24 season. I'm not doing one next week.
Did we do one last week? Can't remember. Doesn't matter, we're doing it now. So, but it might not be the final one. Well, it's the final one of the season, but who knows? We might.
We might be doing some stuff over the Euros. I'm in Dusseldorf though, and you're in Berlin, which is like 8 hours away. So that's going to be difficult. I think I'm in Berlin for the last week of the Euros.
Well, not really that.
You're on a foreign team, right? You're going to be giving all the people on the BBC your expertise on all the foreign nations.
But followers of this show know that my knowledge is high anyway, so that won't surprise anyone.
I totally understand why the BBC selected you for that.
Thanks.
No problem.
Yeah.
Is it you, Cesc Fabregas, Thomas Frank? Is the foreign correspondents?
Yeah, there's a few more as well, I think.
Oh, by the way, did you see Rishi Sunak asking all the Welsh if they're going to enjoy the football over the summer?
Went down like a shit turd.
The problem is, he definitely doesn't have a clue what he's talking about.
So it was shit sandwich or...
It wasn't a shit sandwich. He's just thick. He just has... This is the guy that wore Adidas Samba to get down with the kids with suit pants. So he's just out of touch, innit? He's like, I'll talk to these working class people about football because that's what they like.
What were their answers?
Deadpan silence, staring at him like we haven't qualified, mate.
Sums it up, doesn't it, really?
Politicians.
What topics we got today?
Well, there's a few things I want to talk about. One, which we'll get into right at the end. Government have issued a new website to tell you how to prepare for a crisis.
Well, listen, I mean...
We'll talk about it at the end.
I don't want to say I told you so, but fuck me.
Because there's some things about it that I've got opinions. We can talk about the FA Cup tomorrow, and we'll talk about Arsenal battling the league. We'll talk about our charity game.
So we're gonna start where we should start, is the champions of the league.
Oh, okay.
Well done, Manchester City.
Well done, Manchester City.
Well done, Manchester City.
All right, done.
So no, not done.
No.
Do all your comparisons and that. I bet you've been raging. I bet you've been on X fighting the 99 corner so much in the last week. Swinging for Schmeichel and them boys, ain't you?
I don't need a fight for that.
Oh, you're fucked.
I don't need a fight for that corner.
All right. Well done, C. I just wanted to get that in. And is it too easy with Arsenal, isn't it? Like, well, should we skim over it?
Here's the thing, right? Solskjaer finished second. And Jamie Carragher said he should be sacked because he can't take him any further.
You really listen to what Jamie Carragher got to say, and it bothers you. I don't know why. Do you even give a shit? You always reference him, and it's like, yeah, he says a lot. He does. Who cares, man? Go on, but sorry, I took you away from your point. I know where you was going.
So now we're looking at like 5 years of Arteta at Arsenal.
Action, man.
Action man's won one FA Cup. And that was 4 years ago. And what put a bit of pressure on City since?
Where have the Arsenal fans been in the last week? Because
they are missing, aren't they?
Normally, they're like doubling your mush, just fucking pause. But you can't even hide away from them normally.
I haven't had a text off Joel all
week. No one.
Nothing.
They're just melted.
That was the whole point that we had with him, is that you had your cigars and your sunglasses and you was literally celebrating all sorts. The only time it matters is game day 38.
Look, I don't want to piss off the whole fan base. I don't really care. But if there's a way not to do it, they have the blueprint for it.
And the defence is, United fans are just as bad. United fans have never celebrated winning anything early. Because we know. I've seen United throw away 12-point leads. I've seen us overcome 12-point deficits. Game day 38 is the time. And go, listen, if you win it, you get full reign to do whatever you like. Rub it in their faces. Now, I'll put it to you. I give us about a 10%, maybe 12%, depending on what mood I wake up in the morning, of winning the FA Cup tomorrow. Now, if we win that FA Cup, in the last 2 seasons, Arsenal have finished second, aka won fuck all, And United would have won 2 trophies. Who's had a better 2 seasons?
You guys?
I might not feel it. No. I can fully admit I don't feel it, and there's a good chance that Ten Hag gets sacked in the next week.
They are consistently playing better football than you.
I think they played the best football in the league this year.
But you have definitely had a better season because we're in the business of trophies.
Bingo.
End of. We're not in the business of, say, getting plaudits every week and winning fuck all.
Bingo.
So their fan base is fucking melted into the ground.
They'll have something to say about that, I'm sure, but...
They're probably in the billionaires' bunkers now, just fucking hiding away. They're hoping for UFOs to come down right now and just get rid of the whole City squad. Imagine them having a very good team, which they do have. Do you know what? They've got a good team. Imagine just coming up against a better team every year. That's like, you're just fucked. And also, I think I can only agree the percentage that you gave United is
between 10 and 12
is bang on.
Between 10 and 12.
Bang on. I wouldn't go any lower. You've definitely got more than 9% chance. But you haven't got
it's not 30 or higher.
Yeah. No, you're right. Like, it's perfect where you are.
You see the 11. You see the 11 that comes out. No, I got a ticket and went. That is a long day to lose.
I think that's poor.
It is poor. I'll freely own it.
Poor
it's poor. It's the first final I've ever had a ticket for that I'm not going to. Do a good price and all, 45 quid.
You're fucked. City are going to win that. And also, they're not just going to win it, they're going to toy with you as well.
The only hope we've got is some sort of fluky, set piece, VAR bollocks, early doors. United score early doors, you've got half a chance, I think.
Didn't you do that with the Rashford? I remember that. I was sitting in the Crazy Golf watching it, and I was like, "Jeez." And then, but you lost. I'm not taking the piss. You lost that game, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. When was that? Was a league game this season, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was it 3-4 months ago or something?
Yeah. So even your early goal, really.
Well, I'm saying, we have to do it like that. There's no other way it goes down. I don't think you can hold on at 0-0 for a long time and then maybe grab one last 10-15 or attempt to play for penalties. I don't think that's an option. And obviously if it goes, we were down after 24 seconds last year. I should have gone home. As soon as that went in, I should have gone home because we were never overcoming that, were we? If they score first, it's over. You've got half a chance if you can score first or keep it 0-0 as long as possible. But like I said, the temptation if you score first against City is to drop 10 metres in it, and then that's bad. Because there's no team better in the world at you being in the box and them just.
No, they're just keeping it. Do you know what's funny stories? Like my under-13s team have won the last 2 weekends. We've won 2 cup finals, right?
Is that the treble? We've got the league to go.
We've got the league to go. We're on for the treble, right? And then
against the other team in the club.
Yeah. So we go. So we're going round. So we come back from the league from the county cup final or whatever it was. What I remember. We're coming down the M60 where it joins the M56. And I'm with my 2 boys and we go, that's a nice car. It was a nice car anyway. The colour of it was nice. And we pull up and it was De Bruyne. And it was Saturday before they played West Ham. So we got all that awkward, like we both nodded and then we just like next to each other the whole way. So
20 minutes in traffic.
Yeah, just like, oh, fucking hell, this is awkward. And then I was saying to the boys, like, do you think he's nervous about tomorrow? And they was like, nah. And I was like, nah, easy fuck. And I feel like they'll all be like that today. Because they're just the system.
It was on a smash Sunday.
The system's so good that they just know we are just so protected within this that we are gonna, even if we have a bit of a shitter, it pulls you out.
Do you think you could have played as a 10 in that City team with the talent that's around you and all you've got to do is find
I could have, but not as good as the 10s they have nowhere near.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
it would be enjoyable. It would be enjoyable. Like, it just seems fun.
Because I reckon I could play up front, and I reckon 100% serious, I'm getting 5 goals a season if you play me every game. Premier League. In that City team, I'm not saying I'll score 10, I'm not saying I'll score 15.
What kind of ones? Is it ones where, like the Haaland ones, when De Bruyne gets on the half turn, you get on your bike?
You know exactly what it is.
You get on your...
You know exactly the ones. It's the ones where Bernardo or Foden come tiptoeing along the byline and I can just make a yard off a defender and just fucking boss one all day. Left foot, mate, no danger. I'm getting 5 of them. You play me 90 minutes, 38 games. I'm coming away with no less than 5. No less than 5. I might even get 6 if I get a bit of a roll.
Tickled me, actually.
There's a point there,
I reckon Foden and Silva go down the bar line, have a little quick look, see you, and fuck it off.
Bang one over. I'm going, come on!
Standing up on the back scary. Right, we've covered City, we've covered Arsenal. Poch has gone.
Told you. Todd!
He's, honestly, he's wild, isn't he?
What's he going to do next? I wouldn't be surprised if he's been on the phone to Tommy Tickles. Does he
not? Does he not? Is he the Leicester manager linked with them?
Oh, no.
I think I've seen that.
The managerial merry-go-round is
nuts, innit?
Bonkers. I don't think it's ever been like this.
I seen something the other day which was funny. It was like McKenna from Ipswich, like what a job he's done, blah blah. And then there was a video of all the tweets when they. Have you seen that video?
So when my tweets from the time.
When they took him and everyone was
absolutely blowing him.
Pardon?
You heard.
Everybody was, but all their fan base was going nuts, like kicking the fuck off.
I was tweeting them saying, like, listen, United poached him from Spurs. We headhunted him. Our under-18s, when he was manager, were absolutely unbelievable. They won everything. And it was a decent team, to be fair, but they did win everything. And then he got drafted in by, I think it was Jose in his last season. I don't know if it was because of Rufario going or in that mix. And then obviously Ollie kept him on. We did play some brilliant football under Ollie. And then obviously he goes
Isn't it weird that the holidays look like quite good now?
The longer it goes on, the better he looks.
Yeah. At the time, it didn't feel like it.
But we were third man run FC. They were brilliant at it. And we scored quite a lot of goals as well. And he had a tactical way of playing. Like, go to the Etihad and beat Pep more than he lost. Like, who does that? No one does that.
You're looking back now, I start to think it was quite good, actually.
So I don't know how much you give Ollie the credit for that, how much Carrick gets the credit for that, and how much McKenna gets the credit for that, because it was a collective between the three, and them two have gone on and done quite well themselves afterwards. Carrick started off great, had a bit of a wobble, has finished all right. McKenna has almost done a madness. I think he needs to leave Ipswich because he's not going to.
Well, he goes now, don't he?
Yeah.
He goes.
I think so.
Where does he go?
I think United are talking to him.
So, Eric, you're saying Eric's. Well, I think we're all hearing Eric's out the door.
I think he's getting Van Aald.
But what
I hope
about,
it's with the trophy.
But what about Poch? Because Poch was linked before, weren't he?
I think
Poch was linked before Eric.
He's linked every time we've not had a manager. I think
what's wild about that is, surely you can see, Chelsea have got going. I think I did the last match today going, really looking forward to them next season.
What happened? Something happened at about December. Was it Sterling stopped playing? Yeah, Christmas happened. Something happened around about then. And Chelsea kicked on from there. I can't remember what it was.
But they were so good at the end of the season. And I'm like, what more do you want right now?
Ash, they was like 12th at one point.
They were winning games 6-0, everything.
They finished above us.
Don't have to whisper it. We all know it. And he's still gone. I don't understand. So it's going to be a wild summer.
If he was going to go, Christmas was the time to send him, wasn't it? Not when he's just done that.
It's just bizarre anyway.
Are we getting the phone call or what?
Nah, we would have had it by now, I think. He's obviously not heard about the madness that I've done in under 13s East Manchester this year. Coaching the life out of the team. Arsenal, Chelsea, we've done United, City, covered it.
Yeah, Liverpool have milked the shit out of Klopp going.
But that honestly,
Did you see the geezer saying he's like Martin Luther King and fucking, how about relax? How about, genuinely, I'm a man that does wild takes, and that is a wild take.
It got really boring, didn't it? I'm going to put it right up there with the Mbappe saga. I just couldn't give a fuck anymore. Couldn't care less about it.
He loves you that much, he's just walked out on you.
He's been a great manager for them. Like, I think his teams are really good and everything, but okay, cool, move on.
It happens
to everyone.
Though, is it?
Not when you think about Liverpool, the history of the football club, I don't think. Personally. Oh no, he's been good. They was doing fuck all before he come along. So he's done well. But exit. Is he still there? Lingering, just doing stuff?
I think he's standing in the cop
just
under his pockets.
Just get out the fucking door. Let your man come in and fucking do what he's got to do.
That Alan Slott's come in, hasn't he, and said, I'm not talking about targets because we should only be talking about Champions League and titles. That's going to haunt you in about 6 months, mate, I reckon.
fucking honour, mate.
Yeah, so we talked a lot about football there. Leverkusen lost. Did you watch it?
No. I was happy for Adamola, though, hat-trick. I'm guessing, and this is with my limited knowledge of the two teams. No, actually, both of those teams are two teams that I take interest in, but I'm just going to guess that Atalanta man-marked the shit out of them. And in the Leverkusen's mad rotations, it didn't matter because it was man for man.
Well, that's what Atalanta do. That's what they did to Liverpool.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
So most teams want to have a structure to their backline, at least. You know, whether you're a 3-5-2, a 4-3-3, a 4-2-3-1, whatever you are, there's a structure. Whereas what Atalanta do is they go, I'm marking you, and if you go for a piss, I'm coming with you.
But it nullifies the how intelligent that Leverkusen team are and how well
they're
they played
looking for
all
overloads,
season.
right? So if you're zonal marking or structure marking, you can get overloaded because you're like, well, I'm in a 4, and that's a 3 in front of me. But then when they put 5 against your 4,
yeah.
Whereas with Atalanta,
why didn't Alonso just go, right, let's just bosh all the 10 outfield players in a 10 by 10 on the left side of the pitch and see what if they all come with us? I reckon that Atalanta, the crazy bastard, would have just went over there as well.
I think they would have done.
Fuck it, we'll all play in this little square then.
I'm a little bit wounded that they didn't manage to do the entire
season.
season.
Yeah, gutted about
what
that.
An achievement that
No, gutted, but
absolute props to Atalanta because they've not had an easy run to do what they've done either. So
no.
Absolutely well done.
I like that club. It's a good club, that. Right, we covered it. Where else was we going again? What you had topics today?
Well, yeah, so you mentioned just before we started that they should do a North versus South Premier League All-Star game.
Yeah, I've had this idea for ages, but I know the fans kind of kick off and they just don't want it. But in America, do East v West games like basketball and that. I just think it'd be an interesting thing. I think to go, but I don't know where you draw the line. Like, where do Aston Villa, are they in the southern section? I guess it depends on how many teams there are, whatever. The Premier League, that year, at the end, you're voting who you want. Which would be all Liverpool players and that. It'd be Liverpool v Arsenal because their fans would just be on the lines, wouldn't they? Non-stop. But anyway, it gets voted in by players, I don't know. And then you have
do you do it something like where, obviously you got the Euros this year. So all of the players that are going to be going to the Euros, they don't want to be like, fucking hell, we've got another game. They're not going to want to do it. So if you said, right, anyone that's not selected for that, because you could still pick Mo Salah, you can still pick some decent players in that.
Yeah, true.
And maybe you do it as that, and that's a little bit of a Euros teaser.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just an idea I floated up, and then you ran with it
I like it. I think it's a good idea.
And I think it's all right. I feel like North would win more.
Eze and Elise though. Odegaard.
North would get up in their fucking face, have a bit of that.
I think the manager has to be from the location.
Also.
So who's that?
Neil Warnock.
There's no one better.
Neil Warnock, he's not having none of that shit. He didn't say that.
I don't know where he's from actually. Isn't he from like Lincoln or something?
Fuck knows.
Which could be either.
It was just the first person I thought of.
It's a good shout.
What did we have? Tell me why. I've been prepping for years anyway. But why we got to prep? Why has everyone else got to prep now?
What?
You said that the UK have said prepare for.
Oh, so yeah, the government
radiation
have
fallout.
launched a website called Prepare, right? Which advises Britons to have 3 days worth of food and water in the house.
Only 3 days?
At all times.
What's going to happen? What's going to fix itself in 3 days then? What are they planning on?
I don't know if this is something that's been a result of the pandemic where people went bananas buying toilet paper.
Well, it lasted longer than 3. The people shit for longer than 3 days.
I know, but I'm saying like whatever it is, because it's always that first day, like the supermarkets get cleared out, don't they? And they saying after 3 days things start moving again, but you just got to get through them first 3 days. Like, but then the article,
3 days is half-hearted. That
in the article though, and this is the bit that I found a little bit funky. They said they're doing another pandemic test.
Pardon?
They're doing a pandemic test to see how we react to it. And you're like, well, we had a real one.
No, but
could you not just watch what happened in the real one?
What do you mean? It doesn't say that. What do you mean? How do you do a pandemic test? What do you do?
It's an exercise.
What it's like a fire drill.
Yeah.
No.
But do you know what the problem is? Do you know what the problem is? They did one of these at the back end of 2019, and then a real one happened. So I'm not that guy. But that's funky, innit?
Now you're being a conspiracy theorist.
Maybe I am, but that's
what are they going to do then? They're going to go, right, on Thursday we are pretending that a flu has hit the country and you're not allowed to leave.
I don't know.
We've all done it in this generation.
Yeah.
We've done it for ages.
Yeah. What do we need to do? Complete Netflix, stack up at the toilet roll.
Not a problem.
Yeah,
we know exactly what it is.
We dealt with that.
Why am I hearing that so many billionaires are getting bunkers, though? Why am I hearing that they're just buying and making all these bunkers?
You're not quite on the bunker move yet. You've looked though, haven't you? You've looked to whether...
Nah, I've not looked at the bunker, and a bit upset that no one's brought one to, like, I've not been invited into one of these communities where they're gonna... I'm just not high enough on the rankings of like Illuminati shit, am I?
Do you reckon you could do a door-to-door salesman in your hood of?
Funny enough, I'm watching Fallout. Have you seen that?
Fallout.
It was a computer game. It's not great. I wouldn't advise. It was a computer game, and they made a series, and it's on Prime, and I'm watching that. Which they basically do that. So Fallout. I never played the computer game, but it's something about like the apocalypse type thing, and in the show. I always think it's weird timings though, do you know what I mean? Like the timing of just releasing this show and whatever. But in the show, they do sell the bunkers, the vaults they're called, underground. And then, so people buy them.
They come right around with a brochure like the Safe Style UK man does.
But they do adverts, yeah, on the show. But that's what, it wouldn't surprise me. If you're telling me they're saying that, get some tin beans and like tuna and whatever. And
feels like there's some fuckery afoot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because they can't be like, I mean, there's a million different scenarios of things that could happen. They can't be like, hey, listen, there's a big old asteroid on its way, and it's probably going to hit like just north of Ireland, so we're fucked. Like, they can't say that. So what they can say is, maybe you should get like 3 days worth of beans.
But what happened if they did say that? Because knowing like, well, all the people that, in my experience, north of Birmingham are going to go, all right, and just get on with it. Because what can you do?
There's going to be a lot of people making YouTube videos saying there's no asteroid.
Yeah, straight away, they'll debunk that.
Yeah, and it's a CGI asteroid.
Until it hits them fucking in the nose.
Yeah. CGI that motherfucker. There'll be loads of people saying that the asteroid is an excuse to take away your liberties. All them lot. That's all over the show. I don't know what.
Depends how long we've got, and they give us until if they go, oh, it's going to hit tomorrow, or they go, it's going to hit in 6 months. Could be a wild 6 months.
6 months could be weird because I reckon for 4 months no one does anything.
No, because what we can do is, in that 6 months, send a team
of oil drillers.
Yeah, up there.
Get Ben Affleck down here now.
That's what I'm saying, man. That could be averted still. Hopefully we've got enough time to get them.
Yeah.
Up there. Classic.
Like, I think in 6 months not a lot happens, but then the last 10 weeks or so, people proper go off the rails. If they say it's tomorrow, listen, about 4:30 tomorrow, it's game over. I reckon it looks like the Purge tonight.
Oh, it's a good film, that Purge. But you just
brings up a lot of questions.
I want to let you know that you're on my list. You're on my apocalypse list because surely you know how to do shit. That's what I think. Like you come with a Bergen with like MREs and shit in it, just standard. And you can dig trenches.
Yeah,
you can do a lot of stuff.
I got some stuff that's going to keep us all right.
Yeah, a little bit of medical, I reckon you got.
We got a little bit more than that.
You're on my list of people that I'm taking with me.
But this is the thing. When it's the Purge, what are you doing? Are you hold, or you go out and sell some scores?
No.
So I got a fucking neighbour who's going to get his door knocked.
Well, just do him quick down the road. But if it's Purge time, I'm staying.
Now you're moving your fucking car.
I'm staying put.
What?
I'm staying put.
Yeah, I think that's the move.
Defending the territory.
I'm not interested in going out and hurting people.
But what I hate about them films is, like, say if it was now, and then I went, Steve, fucking just get to mine now. We'll lock down, and I just called this one and I called the people. Basically, I'm going to call the people that I feel can do something. They've got we've got a team.
Give me the rest.
Where
Give me your 4 or 5 first round draft
Don't
picks.
expose them. Don't expose them. But I know who they are.
Give me the people that they're going to know. I don't want to know like your mate Terry. Like,
oh, there's no one they'll know. What do you think I'm going to do? Like call like Danny Murphy and that?
I don't know, Yannick Bolasie or something. Yeah.
Well, Yannick Bolasie, what for?
I don't know.
Entertainment purposes. He's going to do nothing.
He's a big lad, isn't he?
He's going to do nothing.
He's got no other skills.
Nothing apart from moan. I don't want that around me. I need
you're right. You need positive
people.
Yeah, you need positive mindsets.
But then in the films, this is what gets me: is they always start to kind of turn on each other in the house. Do you know what I mean? You don't know who you can trust. Bit like you remember like.
Where have you just been for the last 20
minutes? Do you
minutes?
remember like Bird Box and that?
I've never seen Bird Box.
What?
Is that the one where?
Yeah. Sandra Bullock.
That's the one. Yeah.
You've never seen it.
I went, yeah, I'm not watching this.
You've never seen it.
No.
Good. That's the fucking understatement of the year.
Just cancel the rest of the day and go watch.
Honestly, talk us through your evening. I know you got it hour by hour. What? You got to do a video after this?
Yeah, we've got XG. Then I got another video in a meeting to him. Then I got a brew. Then I got a drive home.
Yeah.
I got a Zoom call with someone at
fuck that off and put on Bird Box. The first one, not the There's another one of shit.
When City score tomorrow, I'll put it on.
You'll want to be like Sandra Bullock. All United fans just Bird Boxing the shit out of the game tomorrow. Can you watch it tonight, please? I need feedback. I'm being deadly serious.
I'll watch it over the weekend.
I don't want to wait over the weekend. I want it. Like,
I don't think I got time tonight.
You have?
I don't think.
What are you doing?
I got a Zoom call at 9:30.
Who's Zoom call? Where is it? Like
well, it's from someone in America. So it's like,
okay, yeah, cool. All right. But I still think you can do that tomorrow. But how are you gonna watch the serious note?
I don't know. I
If it was directed by Yom Shalom,
I haven't watched
you would have watched
it. There's lots I haven't watched.
Bird Box is like, come on, man. I think I've seen it about 3 times.
I think the people also want to know what your celebrity shortlist is, because there's funny in that.
We've done this on a show, haven't we? Yeah, it was like number 3, where we did what football players would be good in a zombie apocalypse.
Maybe we did.
But that was specific. On my list, honestly, on my list of celebrities that I know, if the world was if I was bunkering down in my house, that there isn't one person that I'd give a shit about asking to come and
no skill sets.
Join Team Ashley. Nah. What are they gonna do? Like, what's Yannick gonna do? Just tricks on the garden and keep the zombies out. All the zombies just be looking at him, just doing mad tricks. Great lad, but it's like I've got no use for him in that sort of environment.
Probably eats a lot as well.
No, he's a big lad, but he doesn't necessarily eat a lot. You want to get into Yannick Bolasie's eating habits?
I just assume.
He did live with me for a month. He's sound. He sleeps a lot.
Does he?
A lot. And I sleep a lot. He sleeps more
like
than me.
a lot.
Yeah, but so Yannick lived with me for a month, right? I can't remember. It was like after Villa, and he just came up and he stayed. And he really, and first he took over my fridge with like turmeric shots, about 500 of them. Right? So I was like, okay, I didn't want that whole door anyway in the fridge. It's fine, whatever. And then he has a really bad habit of like when we're like this and we're just watching whatever in the day.
He's asleep.
Yeah, and then you just turn to him and go, "Do you?" Because he just does that every day. But he doesn't mind doing this as well. Yo, you know when you went down to I'm like, wow. Was he asleep? Was he asleep the whole time or not?
I was just thinking.
He just goes all the time. Every day. No, no celebrities make it apart from yourself. And by the way, you are a celebrity. He is a celebrity because when we are on the road places, people go, "Oh, Stephen Howson, have a picture." Makes me fume every time. Fucking raging. Especially if they just fucking bypass me. Which happens a lot.
Mate, you take a pic.
Yeah. I've took a couple of them, I know. But you're on my list because I just feel like surely you can do some shit. If you skied a kilometre in fucking Norway and shot and skied back, you can do it.
It's more like 30.
But whatever, you can do some shit, surely. You've not forgot that, have you? All right, good.
Got a bow and arrow at home as well.
He'd be handy, wouldn't he? Surely with them arms.
Fill sandbags, can't he?
Yeah, it just move wood and shit, I reckon.
Pause.
Right, so we've covered the apocalypse.
I think so. Or whatever it is that the government are preparing for us.
What they're going to do, man. I'd love to know what they're actually planning on.
Some fuckery afoot, isn't there?
100%. You can feel it in the air. Smell it, everything.
Well, when you add that up and the fact that your man just steamed out of Parliament the other day while it was raining, didn't even get an umbrella and was like, anyway, listen, general election in about 5 weeks in a bit.
What was happening with that? What was that?
They had a conference centre booked that morning.
What was happening with that?
They had a whole media centre inside the place. Why have you just kicked the little fucker out in the rain, in his fucking suit? That felt rushed, didn't it? That felt like the people who really run the country. Right? Get out there and tell them there's a general election. Now.
And then
he'd be like, I can get the media to
now. Yeah, that was exactly what it felt like.
So is he done that because the other lot will be in power when whatever's about to hits us?
I don't know. Just give us the heads up this time, man. Fucking hell. Make it a bit more believable than the last one. Let's go to questions. What we got?
So, we didn't really finish the North-South thing, but I think it's a good idea.
We did finish it. We finished it.
It's a good idea.
Let us know what you think. They're probably all going to say it's shit, but I don't care. I think it's a good idea. And when we're going to do it, everyone's injured anyway.
We had our charity game. One of the questions was, how did Ash do as a centre mid? Played your centre mid in the first half. We had to put you in the back second half, didn't we? And you weren't happy.
So we had a charity game there. Started off, we went one up. I assisted.
Yeah, you played it
off
forward.
the ankle of a defender, but it counts.
Well,
I think it
definitely counts.
Yeah, it's just it's my assist, isn't it? Anyway,
lads hit it outside the foot, edge of the box, and it's flown in. And you go, oh shit!
He's hit it somewhere around the back of his ankle joint somehow. How that ever happens, and it was a great finish. But I've seen a lot of that going on the day, so it didn't surprise me. Then we got popped for 20 minutes. That was when my head was going.
We brought Big Joel in on to
Joel,
come and rescue it.
Joel's head was going.
Yeah. He went and got changed at half time.
Half time, he said he's had enough. He's gone. There was a lot. What I've learned over the last fortnight, because I played 2 charity games, is I don't mean this in this bad way. I don't really give a fuck. Right, all the freestylers that do that 10 seconds of trick and then score in the top corner, they can't do it in real games. In real football games, you're out there. Me and Avellino was just swimming in the ocean, mate.
How good was he? Genuinely good.
Avellino was good, mate. I mean, he's a big lad as well. We was in midfield. Was it your choice to go 4-4-2?
No.
4-4-2 as well.
Do you think it's my choice to go 4-4-2?
They was there. The box midfield's just surrounding us. Fucked anyway. And then I had enough. I come off. I popped my calf as well, by the way, at that point. And then I was just enjoying myself. I was down, being a man of the people. And then you've come down and, sorry, you're going to hate me, but you're going to have to go back on at the back. At the back, it was 3-1 down as well. Who'd ever left back?
Last 25 minutes, I was like, I'm going to try and make an attempt to win it.
He was good. Who's the centre half? He was good, him. Warner Brothers, I don't know.
The one that was like that?
White lad, pretty stocky, smallish, pacey. Good. He was good at that.
There was a handful of players that could really play.
And there was a big handful that couldn't. But they was all good. But what I would say, I had a fucking great day. I was there for ages afterwards.
And winning it on penalties as well. What a way to win it.
Yeah.
Big John, shout out Big John.
Yeah.
Saved it.
He's good goalie, him.
Saved it. And
now there's a YouTube man that can actually do what he says. Big John the GK. He's a good goalkeeper.
Who got man of the match?
Him.
Was it, yeah?
Yeah, because he scored the penalty as well.
I think him and Avellino were my shouts for man of the match.
I don't know, but when I went back on, we was 3-1 down, and you put me centre half. I got another assist, nearly won it at the end, scored my. I don't really know what more you want, but it's fine. I was a little bit like.
Joe, there was a guy.
There was
a guy on my Facebook says, as if you're playing ringers. I'm like, ringers. Ringers. Well, it's a fucking charity game.
And also, they've got a whole team of football players, by the way.
Northern Prem level players.
It was good, yeah.
There's a couple
We
of
had
lads who were
ringers.
unbelievable.
We had
And you're like,
ringers. I was fucking tired though, I'd say that. It was an hot day as well. And the pitch was minging. Still, I
they
enjoyed
ripped
it.
it up the next day.
I enjoyed it, did they?
Next day, yeah.
It was a good day. That was a proper... Oh, you know what I felt like that day? Like being in the Manchester community, proper in the heart of it.
Oh, yeah.
They came out, supported.
Couple of thousand.
Wicked day, man.
Yeah.
I really
Shout
had
out
a
to
good
Lavin
day.
because he's done a mega job organising that. I don't know what the jerk chicken tasted like because I didn't get any. But he's done a mega job at organising. Organising that and all the people that came.
Yeah, it was good,
It's
man.
brilliant. It's a great cause as well. So I don't know. I don't know if we're doing it again next year or what. I don't know if we've raised enough to build this statue now.
I don't know, but well, they should. I think they should just even so just still do it anyway. But the thing is the main take for me is that anyone on YouTube Shorts can't play footy. An actual game, like an actual game of football.
There was lads that I found out were freestylers about an hour ago. That was in our team, and I was like,
They are nice people, though. I have to say, there was good. There was good people, man.
I had no idea who anyone in my team was.
It's just that don't be like. For the kids out there, just don't believe it. Honestly, I told my kids, see,
There's a reason why.
See, so they was pulling up the pages of these people, right? You played with him. I was going, did I? And they was going, yeah, it's him. Oh, 6 million subscribers, and like here he is with Ronaldinho and Neymar. He was with Ashley Williams today, and he couldn't get a fucking kick. I was seeing him free, and I just turned him down because I was like, he's gonna lose it again. And he's doing a madness on YouTube. Don't believe it.
11 aside is different. There's a reason why. Like, if you looked at, say, G-Nev, and you looked at the lads from F2 Freestylers, you'd be like, oh my God, these are clearly better. But it don't work like that.
No, Billy Wingrove's one of my good friends. So.
Yeah, but he's not Premier League, Champions League level footballer, is it?
No, but I refuse to talk negatively
I'm
about
not
him.
talking negatively about him. I'm using him as an example.
And you again,
because he played.
Why do you always use Gary Neville as examples?
Why is he?
of stuff?
What level is he? Because people think he's shit, and he clearly wasn't shit.
He's now your Yap Stam. We started with Yap Stam. Now every week we
by the
talk
way,
about
did you see
Gary
that
Neville.
last week?
What?
Manchester United are in talks with Yap Stam to be a technical director, sort of the link between.
Why is that good?
Because it's Yap Stam.
It's weird. Fetish, weird. Decent. As good as Ronnie Johnson.
Oh.
Ronnie Johnson was as good.
I'll tell you this, there's never been a better Premier League centre-half. How about that?
Can't bother. We've covered it so many times. Can't be bothered. Jared Braithwaite's better than him. Let's go. Questions.
Just open that door for us.
Clip that fucker up. Let's go. We've got questions.
Do you think
or what?
Braithwaite's good?
Who? Braithwaite. Yeah, I actually do think he's good, yeah. And I think if I was your team, I'd snap fucking Everton's hand off for him.
He's not as good as mine.
What's that?
The lift.
That could be, is that the asteroid alarm?
I hope not.
If it is, I hope I'm not in here. Honestly. Like, what a fucking hell. Do you know what I mean?
What, did he get trapped in here?
Well, the only thing is, everyone would just have to hit that bar, wouldn't they?
Hard.
Fuck it. And then fuck it at that point.
Well, that's the only thing you're going to drink. You're not going to drink the water,
But
are you?
him in the corner, he wouldn't even move from that laptop with his headphones in like he never does, and it would just hit, and that would be it.
Do you know what happens on
He
Fridays?
wouldn't even know what's going
Do you know what
on.
happens on Fridays? Him and him hit the bar and get rowdy.
Him and him.
Like a gremlin.
He moves from that seat.
Once you get shots in him, there's a different guy turns up.
No chance.
1,000,000%.
I thought he just slept like that with the headphones in and then just started to woke up and started typing. Because I've never been in here without him just parked there.
Yeah. Do you even know what his accent is?
Have you watched? No, because have you watched Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Are they called the Avoxes? They've got no tongue. They had the tongues cut out.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think this is an Avox.
I've
maybe.
watched it, but-
I thought he was one of them.
All right.
I didn't know that he could speak. Because it's been a year now. And I couldn't tell you what his accent is, or his name, or anything about him. I don't think you know his name. And you employ him?
I know his name.
All right.
I don't know, he gets rowdy after a couple of shots.
Well, that's brilliant. That makes me like him more. So does all the truth come out of what he's thought about as everyone all day?
Dave's nodding hard.
Yeah, I love that. I've got a lot of time for that.
Dave's an alcoholic though, so he's different.
I don't think you can destroy that kind of thing around.
That's not an accusation. It's more of a description.
Part of his identity.
Yeah.
And he's proud about it.
Am I wrong? The fact he can't immediately say no, it means yes.
When someone starts off with, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so let's see what the questions was.
Oh, shit.
We've covered everything in here. Absolute treat.
What do the people think's flying in the sky? That's what I want to know. Because what are these things in the sky all the time? Like, if they're not UFOs, are they like technology that the government have got? Well, what? There's so many sightings, mate. There's so many. What do the people think? And you know, and also, we've covered it.
Stuff the size of insects now as well.
But the thing is, we've covered it so many times. I've still got to talk about it again. Is when they say we don't know what that is, the people read the paper or looked at it and scrolled across to something else.
Ooh,
it was at
Katie
that
Price
point you should have went, oh fuck, no one knows what that is in the sky. But no one cares. Go on.
Favourite dog breed, says Joe Spencer.
Chow Chow.
That the one you got?
Or Japanese Akita, yeah.
Which is the one you got?
The currently a Chow.
Called?
Rainbow. And it's all black. Worked that out. Kids picked it. Got no...
It's ironic.
Yeah. Quite clever from them.
Mine's a black one called Diesel.
That's be called Diesel or something like that, doesn't it? Love that. I just love it. It's so standard.
He's so old.
For a man like yourself.
I don't think he can see very well no more, and his hearing's gone, which is a fucking nightmare. He weren't great at recall anyway. Now he just can't hear you. So if he gets 20 metres away, you're going to have to run after him in it now. Because he's a bell.
He just keeps going.
He's an absolute bell. So mine's a staff. Looks great in a tuxedo because he's all black, but he's got like a white chest, so it looks like he's wearing a suit.
Smart as fuck all the time.
Just put a dicky bone in. What team would you like to manage outside the top 6 in the Prem? United.
I wouldn't have to deal with bells like you all the time. Honestly, as someone real Fulham, everyone's just wearing jeans and New Balance trainers, and they have a little cortado before the game, and they really enjoy the.
Yeah.
You
and
know
when the fan base is going absolutely mad at you, here's what happens to go.
Well, when it's proper chaos, they go. It'd be brilliant to manage them. You get nothing from the behind you or nothing. Fulham. I'm taking Fulham.
Yeah. No grief whatsoever.
Nah. Sound down there.
Nice part of London.
Lovely people, yeah.
Right on the Thames.
Yeah,
probably do a bit of rowing. Yeah. Who else?
No one.
Fulham's a shout.
Fulham's the one.
What's the silliest thing that you got in trouble for, or the weirdest rumour you've heard about yourself?
Oh, fucking. That's just too broad, that, I think. We could do a whole topic of all of them.
I got beasted once when I was in the army for kicking a cat that I didn't kick. And I found out 2 weeks ago who kicked it.
Kurt Zuma.
No, who kicked the cat.
When you say beasted, what? Explain.
Basically, they make you do fitness against your will for, I think it's about
Why is there a cat there?
2-3 hours. What happened is, for anyone who's wondering, I'll show you the guy. So my mate Jez, if you type in
Jezza.
British soldier, Cribs, Afghanistan, something like that, there's a Welsh guy that'll come up, and he's a funny guy. Me and him had walked from the training establishment to a petrol station, and you come back through the officers' sort of housing estate, and we'd been seen coming back through there, and someone booted a cat. And I found out last week it was a lad called Howard who did it. No, 2 weeks ago I found out.
Howard's
22 years ago.
Howard's a prick.
I got fucking beasted for that.
Howard's a prick.
And it weren't us. And here's the problem is you can't deny it because you just don't get to say anything. You just go, we got told it was you. What are you talking about? It wasn't me. Well, it was. You two out here.
Least he could have done was do the fucking phys ed with you.
Is him, right? Here's the difference. Howard is 6'5" and Fijian. I'm 5'10" and not Fijian, and Jez is about 5'9" and also not Fijian.
Why is that? Why did he kick the cat?
I have no idea. I don't know to this day. I knew nothing about any cat.
Howard, why you
at
kick
any
the cat,
point.
man?
I just had my door lifted off, and someone being like, "Fucking you outside now."
I don't know
and
why
you're
you
like,
kicked the cat though, Howard.
what did I do?
I don't know why a bloke that's 6'5" from Fiji called Howard decided to kick a cat.
Ginger cat as well.
Weird. You want to ask me
Yeah, the question.
Was that our house? Was that our house or are we going
So
home
that's
on
the
that?
weirdest thing I got in trouble for, which I didn't do.
No, I don't fucking know.
What teammate had the worst music taste?
There's no bad music choices. I like all music.
Are you fucking serious?
I like all
You've not
music.
been in our dressing room, then, have you?
What do you get then?
Oh, just proper the mumble rap that's got. Rap needs to be
Hey, Boogie with
Tupac
the hoodie.
and fucking
Hey,
people
Boogie with the hoodie and that. I know where you're going with it.
Just, yeah, it's just dull.
Yeah.
Rap music needs to be aggressive, West Coast, mid-90s, and just
There's
fucking
a lot of
let's
little
get
Uzi
after it.
Vert and that going on.
Just,
Yeah,
what are we doing? I mean, that's it really. Can you share some experiences that you've had when you were in Kenya?
Who fucking told you I was in Kenya anyway?
You've been seen in Kenya?
Stalker. Anything else you want to discuss?
Well,
As
it's the last one before the Euros.
It's the last official. It's the last official. You never know. Could be a sunny day. We get the fuck out there and we just film something.
That's what we needed to do.
But it's not happening. It's
Pencil in a Thursday for
in typical man fashion.
activities.
Fucking swimming with the ducks.
When
for
did
the
we go out there? Was it
48
last
hours.
Friday we went out there?
Oh, you didn't ask me.
We went last Friday because Ronaldo said he's never had a beer.
What?
That's what he said.
So did he have one?
Yeah.
Did he like it?
No, he had a sip and then went.
He didn't like it. All right. Well, if you are going out there, let me know, and I'll come and we'll film.
All right, we'll try and do a special.
Do you know what's over the road there? It's like a Comic-Con shop. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Let's get in there.
Why?
Because I lose my shit in them places. There's all fucking film merchandise
What was that?
and that. That's me getting excited.
There's another one on Dale Street down there.
Oh, I've been to both of them, mate. Don't worry about that. I was there that day when I called you to see if you was in here. I love shit like that, man. You know that. I would buy me a Star Wars figure and all that. Not a problem.
There's another one round here that's enormous, and you go downstairs and you go, fucking hell, it's rammed with all that shit.
There's a shop that's like all over the UK called Forbidden Planet. I don't know if it's that one. Is it Forbidden Planet? Great shop, one of the best shops. Fucking brilliant.
We should do that. We should go take you around that.
Well, it's just there. Be over the road.
Right then. We'll see if we can do. Before we go, Euros. Who's winning it?
Remember, I picked Albania early on this show. I mean, in all the other BBC interviews that I've done all week, I haven't picked Albania. But I'm here. I'm pulling for Albania. That's I don't think they'll win it, but that's my team for the. You picked a team also, I can't remember who it was.
I think Portugal.
Why? Bruno Fernandes.
Not actually really to do Bruno, no, it's everyone else.
They've got
I think they've got
a fucking mega squad. Mm-hmm. I think Holland are going to do a little bit, but its firepower might be lacking. But
I think they've not got the goals.
I think they might go. I don't know. And then there's France. I don't know. I don't really know.
France are an obvious pick. England aren't doing fuck all because they're ready salted crisp and sparkling water.
I don't know. I think we haven't discussed that. I think he spiced it up a little bit. I think he took a fucking like a little sweet chili crisp and went, let's get Adam Wharton and then Bush and Palace. But he just spiced it up a little bit.
If they make the final squad, I wonder if he's brought them to say, here's what you could have won. Get the fuck out. Because when's the final squad getting announced?
I don't know.
Because he's got to cut
But I was very surprised. I was still very surprised by that little squad that he picked.
Wharton's deserved a look in, I think. Possibly Kwanzaa as well. Maybe. I know the shot.
Kwanzaa, fair, yeah, I think so.
The shot in a few positions, aren't they? Is Stones injured?
I'm not sure. Eze's in, any?
I mean, Luke Shaw, I get you haven't really got a lot of left backs. That mean Trippier going left back or...
Trippier got injured as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
That stupid thing.
So, by the way, yeah, I actually meant to ask about that. Season ends, and Spurs Newcastle fly to, was it Melbourne?
Yeah,
to go and do a friendly.
Melon has
Can
gone.
you imagine?
All
Don't be
the
complaining.
players.
Both of those teams have been riddled with injuries. Let's fly them 24 hours one way, play one game to fly back. That is insane.
Yeah. I don't think anyone would agree with that apart from whoever's been paid for it.
Have you ever been in a position like that where a team's done a post-season friendly? That quickly?
I would have, like it's what I would have called it off at Swansea. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Would you have been injured, or would you have just gone, that's ridiculous, we're not going?
You have to send the under 18s or something, because we ain't going. None of my players are going for that, because unless...
Oh, you'd have took it on
it's
yourself
not
like
even
that?
it's not even for the fans, is it? It's not even for the fans. You can't even say that. Like, so honestly, as a player, sometimes like you'll go out your way for the fans. You know what I mean? Like if it like you think it's worth something and they pay or they don't get a chance to watch you, or I don't know what it is. But when it's not, when it's just for the business,
Can we not do this in pre-season?
Fuck, that's a fucking stupid. It's a terrible idea.
Yeah, and 2 squads that have been decimated with injuries.
I want an outside. I want a pick of an outside of the top like 5 favourites for the Euros.
So your favourites are France, somehow England,
Yeah.
probably Portugal.
Yeah.
The Germans will be in there because it's at home and they've been poor. They're not usually poor for a while.
They're in the top 5 favourites.
So who's the 5th?
Italy? No. They didn't make it. They didn't make it. Are you sure?
Is it Holland, Belgium, Spain? Spain's a bit of a weird one at the minute.
Okay, someone can't pick any of them, pick someone else.
That's a good call. Just going to have a look at what the bookies odds are saying.
Playing in another game next week.
Oh yeah, without any legs.
It is the UEFA Champions League Legends game, and I've not played a Champions League game ever in my life.
How have you snuck into that then?
I don't know, I just got asked.
Where is it, and who else is involved?
It's in London, and I've seen an early list, and I'm not like...
Italy, Italy, whether they made it or not, Ronnie, are they're 6 favourites. So.
Oh, that's what I thought. I mean, I'm big enough to say that I feel a little bit out of my depth about the game next week. Let's put it like this. I'm not with people off X on the beach and that.
It's actual ex-pros.
But I think I might be the youngest player there, so...
That's a bonus.
So
do you not know who else is in any of the players?
Not confirmed.
So, England, according to Oddschecker, England
just pick
are
a shit
favourites.
team.
Then France, Germany,
so we can
Portugal,
have a laugh
Spain.
about it.
So 6th down is Italy.
You can't pick them.
Netherlands.
Can't pick them.
Why?
Because they're too good. I want you to pick a
They're
shit one.
7th favourite.
I want you to pick a shit one.
Belgium, Croatia,
that you can
Denmark,
get behind.
Switzerland, Austria, Turkey, Serbia, Ukraine, Scotland, Hungary, Czech Republic, Poland, Albania, Slovenia, Slovakia, Romania, Georgia. I'm going to say Netherlands.
You're so boring. On that, let's go. I'm going.
Well, what's that? Serbia?
I'm going. Right, do you know what? If you've watched us all season, thanks very much. If you subscribed, thank you. If you didn't, I don't really give a fuck. We might be back, we might not. We might never be back. This might be the last episode ever, or it might not be.
Yeah. We're going to try and do something in the Euros, but it's an 8-hour drive away, so probably won't.
If it's not on your calendar already now, we're probably not going to do it. So...
I can talk to you off air about my calendar and the Euros.
Okay. So, yeah, thanks.
Right, laters, bye.